Okay, so sublimation used to be one of my favorite things to do long before I ever learned how to embroider. And every summer, I sublimate things for my boys to take to school. Today, we are sublimating some 8.5 by 11 notebooks for my son Levi to take to school. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs. I'm Angel B. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Okay, so I grabbed these notebooks off of Etsy a few years ago, and I ordered a lot, so I do still have some left over. And I did check Etsy, and I found a seller that still has them. It'll be linked down in the description box. But you'll need the sublimation notebook, you will need a sublimation printer, you will need a heat press, and you will need a way to bind the notebook or close the coils. I'll be using my Cinch machine. Everything will be linked down in the description box for you guys, including, like I said, the notebooks and the Cinch machine. Now, I used ChatGPT to create this cover for me. I will put in the description box the prompt that I used. So if you want to copy and paste it into your AI, whether you're using Canva, ChatGPT, Claude, whatever the case may be, all you'll have to do is like delete the part where I used his name and maybe use your son's name. Now, my Levi, for those who don't know, he is on the spectrum, and he has been saying lately that he is the fastest kid alive. So that is why I put down here the fastest kid alive. But you can put whatever phrase that you want. You can choose, you can change the characters. So I put in one Spider-Man, one Flash, one Ben 10, and one Sonic. If you decide you want to do, I don't know, one Superman, one Batman, you know what I'm saying? You can change the characters, you can change the name, and then you can change the description of the boy. I put olive skin because my Levi is a little bit darker than me, but he came out brown skin to me. Whatever, you can change the skin tone. And I also put brown curly hair. Obviously, you can put black hair, you can put braids, you can put locks, whatever your child has. But I will put my exact, I'm just going to copy and paste it right from ChatGPT. I'm going to copy and paste my exact prompt, put it in the description box so that you will be able to copy and paste it and change it as you need it for yourself. But it is front and back cover. So I am going to be showing you exactly how to sublimate this, and then we're going to go ahead and bind it. Sublimation is still so much fun. Now, while I don't really care for the hacks part of it, I don't really do sublimation hacks. This is just straight sublimation. It came out perfect, okay? But this is what we are doing today, guys. So definitely make sure you are sticking around for that. All right, you guys, so I have all of my images printed out and everything like that. So here I have two images. These are the sublimation images, and they are backwards. Now, the reason that they're backwards is because sublimation, you do have to mirror your image because you are taking your image and putting it face down to sublimate it. Once you put it face down, it does face the correct way. So I have tons of tutorials on sublimation if you are new, but sublimation ink is heat activated, which means my print, as you can see, kind of looks ashy. All of the color is there. Your color should still be there. It shouldn't be patchy. It shouldn't be like a gradient effect. All of the color should be there. However, the image is going to look ashy or it's going to look dull. That's fine because, like I said, sublimation sublimation ink is heat activated. Once we press this, it's going to brighten up and look absolutely amazing. So I have two images here. One is for the front cover, one is for the back cover. This is the actual notebook. As I said in the beginning, I bought mine maybe about 5 years ago. So the ones I have linked down in the description box may not be the exact same notebooks. However, they are being advertised as sublimation notebooks with the line page paper. So it should be pretty similar. But these are the line pages that I have. They did already come hole punched, which is great. You don't need a whole lot of equipment to complete this. Okay, and then you do get a glossy finished front and back cover. These are going to look so good. So we're going to go ahead and do our front cover first. Now, I'm going to, let me make sure that this is the correct way. Okay, so the front cover has to be this way, and then let me turn it this way so you guys can see it. So this is going to be the front cover. The holes need to be on the left side. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it down just like that. And then I'm going to take my image, flip it over, and put it on top of here. Now, my paper is just a tiny bit bigger than my cover. So what I'm going to do is flip it over, and I'm going to add some parchment paper underneath to catch any bleeding of the ink. And now we're going to go ahead and tape it really well. So you want to make sure it's nice and lined up on the image. And then we're going to add quite a few pieces of tape. I'm actually taping it to the parchment paper, and then I'm going to flip it over. When it comes to sublimation, ghosting happens very quickly. Okay, if you are not paying attention, one false move and you have got ghosting. So that's about as much tape as I'm going to do. I'm going to grab another piece of parchment paper, and I'm going to put this face down and then flip this over. So now my holes should still be on the correct side. They are the left side. My image should be facing the correct way. It is. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and press this. I'm using my HTVRONT Auto Press 2. This is a great heat press. I really like it. And my settings are 400 degrees, and we're pressing this for 50 seconds at 170 pound pressure. And then we have our back cover, and the way that the back cover has to go is a little bit differently, because, you know, for the back cover, it's going to be kind of backwards almost. And I will show you how the easiest way is to put the notebook together and then flip it over. No, you flip it this way, right? This is going to be the back cover. So for your back cover, your holes have to be on the right side, which means your image has to go like this, and your holes will be on the left side for the back cover. Now, I'm going to let this cool for about 2 minutes while we tape the other cover, just because sublimation ink is heat activated. Okay, so while it is still hot, that gas is still releasing. So let me make sure my back cover is the correct way. This is how the back cover would look, and then the paper goes like that. Correct. Sometimes I talk to myself while I'm crafting because I need my crafts to come out right. I don't know if anybody else does that, but all right. And now we're going to go ahead, because I want this to be lined up, I'm just going to flip it over. Make sure it's nice and aligned on the image and it's not crooked. And then we're going to add our tape. And our front cover is still cooling off. Ouch. By the time we're done with this, we can go ahead and do the peel reveal on that one. And let me grab another piece of parchment paper. When it comes to sublimation, parchment paper, butcher paper, whatever you're using, do not recycle it. It's a one-time deal. All right, before I press, I'm making sure the image is facing the correct way, and it is. And I'm making sure the holes are facing the correct way, and they are. Now I'm going to go ahead and press this one. Okay, here's our other image. It's nice and cooled off. So, you know, we're not going to save this. The ink transfers, so you don't want to do that. All right, let's go ahead and peel this off. Yes, that looks amazing. I have one little spot. I think there's something on my heat press that keeps causing this spot because the other ones had it too. But that looks so good. Let me take all this tape off. That looks amazing. I love sublimation, y'all. Still. I don't do the hacks and stuff like that anymore, but to me, it's just not worth it. I mean, it's fun to do, but it's not, you know, worth it necessarily. But that looks amazing. Okay, let's go ahead and slide this out. I'm gonna give this like 2 minutes. There is, you guys, there's a rhinestone on my platen that is making like this little divot. Oh my gosh. There's a rhinestone on there. That's what's this spot right here. Right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right here. There's a rhinestone on my top platen that caused that little spot right there. And it did it again on this one right here. That's why I was like, there has to be something up there, and there is. It's a rhinestone. Anyways, I'm gonna let this cool off. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna let this cool off for about 2 minutes. We'll peel it, we'll come back, and then we will put it together. All right, so this one is pretty cooled off. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel it. Oh, that looks so good. It's so good. Let's take all this tape off. That looks so good. Okay, this is the back cover. All right, so now we have our front, our pages, our back. So we're gonna go ahead and start putting it together. Front goes right on top. This, we're gonna flip it over and it goes like that. Super easy to put, this is super easy to put together. Okay, so we have our front and we have our back, and they are facing the same way. And as you can see, that rhinestone made that spot on this one too. I'm so irritated. I don't know how I got a rhinestone up there. Okay, this coil that comes with it, it doesn't fit on the side of my cinch machine. Here, it doesn't fit. They're too small. So I have to do it by hand, but it's actually pretty easy. So you take the last coil here and it goes inside the last hole there. And I just kind of go from the bottom and work my way up, pushing them through the holes. And as long as you have everything lined up, it just goes right through, okay? There's a couple different mechanisms that you can use to bind your coils or close them. There's some handheld ones that you can get from Amazon. I've had this cinch machine for about 6 or 7 years. So, and I have it on 3/8, the very bottom one, because this coil is so small. So if you put yours on 3/8, if you have a cinch machine, and then close it, it closes just fine. Okay? This is so good. There's the pages and the back cover, and the images are all facing the correct way. My son is going to love this. He is going to love it. I love it. He's going to love it. This image came out so good. I mean, his skin tone, like I said, Levi is lighter than this, but it's no biggie. But that is all I have for this video, guys. Hopefully I was able to help you out. Definitely try out the ChatGPT prompt if you are interested. But yeah, that's all I have for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hype, all that good stuff. Until next time. Bye, guys.